This is the story of a man, one who remembered nothing of his past but a single memory. A mere child, he stood on the overpass at his mother's side, watching the cars pass beneath. The brutal event, whose meaning he would not grasp until much later, occurred a few years before the outbreak of the Third World War. Moments to remember are just like other moments. They are only made memorable by the scars they leave. Only a few paces away, a woman stared down the path, her arms tied in silence. In the distance, a man pushed his way forward, his face pulled by her stance. Their eyes locked, and the boy noticed this. And in an instant, a clash echoed through the air. It had been much later when the boy realized he had seen a man die. Not long after, the cities of the world were engulfed in flames and chemicals. Millions died, millions more suffered. In an instant the world changed, and in the next her occupants were nearly obliterated to extinction. Those who survived were forced underground, deep into the catacombs of sewers and passageways, and there they remained, stripped from the sun they took for granted. The man walks alongside a guard. He is a prisoner. In the chambers there is talk of a scientist who carries out experiments. He knows this to be his destination. He sees the results. The guinea pigs. They stare into space, alone with their inner silence. His single memory of the past at peace is the reason for being chosen. The scientist values that quality. A fixation on the past, where a key to the solution of the present might possibly lay. And he slips away, deep into sleep, deep into another state, not of mind, but of time. To their surprise, he does not die, yet he suffers. They continue. They are successful, a city seen during peacetime, a time of his past. He catches a glimpse of her, the woman of his past. He knows it to be her, for certain. They remind him to not forget the objective. They try again, this time with more accuracy. He knows it to be her, more so than before. They begin to speak, as though they know each other. He knows that he has been intentionally placed in her time, yet he does not think of that. He only stares and makes conversation. He wants to know her. She asks about his uniform. He invents an explanation. As though in a dream, he hears himself say, "The war that is yet to come." Back once more in the underground chambers. From the conversation, he gathers an idea of what lies ahead, a journey into the future. A feeling of excitement overwhelms him. He does not realize that the last meeting with the woman was to be his last. He has made contact with the world of the future, a world far different from his own. The man of the future explains that he has been waiting. He tells the story of how they ventured to the stars, having left their uninhabitable world. He has been waiting to deliver an aid that may prevent the departure. He delivers a power supply strong enough to start the world's industry, and the door to the future closes. He is sent to another part of the prison. He is nothing more than a tool in their hands. His childhood memory had been the bait. Then, deep within him, he receives a message from the man of the future. The man invites him into his world, where he visits the stars. He asks that the man return him to the world of his childhood and the woman who perhaps awaits him. Back on the overpass, he realizes that the child he had once been must be there too, watching the cars. But first he looks for her. He runs towards her. But when he sees the assistant, a dooming thought channels through his mind. One cannot escape time. And in this instant, having been delivered to him as a child, is the moment of his own death.